Yeah. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of beauty. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision, and today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Welcome to the, and I'm going to practice this, Universalist Unitarian Community of Halifax. One version, at least, that is one version that we might be using. My name is Pam Berman. I'm the service leader and the person who will bring you some of her scattered reflections. Jessica Friesen is our music director. Riley Friesen is on the technology. And we have the after choir who's going to serenade us both during the service and after the service when we have soup. Because today is a bit different today. Today's our Canvas kickoff for those who have stumbled into our midst. We don't usually set up in tables, but it's nice. I like it. Yeah. Every once in a while we should, just to break it up. Anyway, welcome. If you're new or visiting for the first time and you'd like to introduce yourself, it's not it's not an obligation, but we can bring you the mic and you can say hello if you want to. No? Oh, yes, we have a new person.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Mitchell. I've been to a couple of services here in the last month or so, and I'm happy to be here. I'm a community-minded person, but I've never really been a churchgoer in my life. So,
well, you've come at the right time because we're grappling with that word.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks.
Great. We're happy you're with us. And just for those who don't know, because it's our Canvas kickoff, which is kind of a pledge drive to raise the money for, we're a self-sustaining church. So we raise the money that we need to keep going. We're having sort of soup and goodies afterwards, so you're welcome to stay. You don't have to pledge. If you're just visiting, don't worry about it. Stay for soup anyway. So we'll start with our gathering song.
Yes, we will. So the words are on the back of your order of service. Now we're on tables, so if you want to stand, well, don't stand on the table. That's not what I'm saying. Or you can sit. It's up to you, whatever feels comfortable. We are here together in this holy moment, and we're grateful for the winding road that brought us through this place. We are here together in this holy moment, and we're grateful for the winding road that brought us to this place. Nice harmonies, thank you.
Oh, no, do the land acknowledgement first. Well, that's what it says here, so that's what we'll do. Come, you can either use that one or this one. Okay.
And now let us acknowledge that we are meeting here in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. The peace and friendship treaties signed in this territory many years ago still govern this land and remind us that we are all treaty people. We are still committed to collaboratively move forwards truth, reconciliation, and equity, not only for the Indigenous people, but also for the Black and other communities of color with whom we share this land. We share the coastlines of this land as well. A Coastal Protection Act was passed with full support from all parties in 2019. However, in the years since, neither government has completed or implemented the regulations required. Now, as increasingly severe climate continues to batter our coasts, the regulations have been delayed again until at least July of 2025. There is currently a consultation process through an online survey, deadline Tuesday, November 7th, that's this week. The Ecology Action Center website has details about the process in their highlights section. There's also an information session online Monday evening through Nature Nova Scotia, featuring 2 speakers from the Ecology Action Center, Will Balser, the Coastal Adaptation Coordinator, and Mimi O'Handley, the Wetlands and Water Coordinator. It'll be a great opportunity to learn more about the Coastal Protection Act and its connection to wetlands and its impact on coastal communities and property owners. They will present on key topics and answer questions to help us understand the proposed regulations, discuss the current consultation process, and outline how we can contribute our efforts and feedback. We will send out a UU info message with that link. Thank you.
Oh, I don't think so. Faith is going to light our chalice while I read the chalice lighting words here.
Do we have matches? Low tech?
There we go. There we go. We'll get there. Here are the opening words. This is the mission of our faith, to teach the fragile art of hospitality, to revere both the critical mind and the generous heart, to prove that diversity need not mean divisiveness, and to witness to all that we must hold the whole world in our hands. And now's the time that we share in our community well. We drop stones to represent our joys, sorrows, and complex truths, with the thought that sharing a joy will multiply it and sharing a sorrow will decrease it. So if you have a joy or a sorrow or a complex truth, you're welcome to come up and drop a stone into our community well.
It will seem to you like we've been promising this forever. Clement and Sylvie arrive on Friday.
Yay!
For those of you who don't know, this is a Rwandan Unitarian refugee family that we applied for 3 years ago, July, which is what the backlog looks like. It's very unfortunate. But on Thursday, we also have 3 arrivals of Operation Afghan Safety cases. You've met some of their sponsors. Hadi, the big, tall Afghan guy that comes fairly often, will be welcoming a relative of his, and the couple Nargis and Mustafa, who have been here a few times and spoken at the mic, her mother and young brother are coming, and there's one more person. So it's a good week for arrivals. Anytime anybody would like to join us, well, we don't, as your refugee team, we don't always go to the airport for arrivals, but this week some of us will definitely be there, and anybody that would like to join us would be welcome.
Well, that's a couple for that. Yeah. I'm actually going to drop one in for all the people who are not well this week, because there are a few people who are kind of suffering respiratorily.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm gonna put 2 in. One of my friends just had a baby and the other one's pregnant.
Yay.
What? Population explosion. Okay, I have both a joy and a sorrow. The joy is the visiting of my friend Jody from Ontario for a couple of weeks. So we're enjoying each other's company again. And the sorrow is that my son was riding his motorcycle on a track and didn't think he was going as fast as he was. He went over a jump and was airborne and suddenly went, do I bring this down safely? So, so anyhow, he snapped his patellar tendon and is, it is the tendon that runs down here and holds your kneecap in place. So his kneecap was above the knee. Took him 4 days to get in for treatment. It could have been worse, but he's all put together now and another 12 weeks and he should be back at it. Yeah.
Great. Wow, we've had some great joys and, ooh, it sounds like something that hurt very much. We're going to have our first hymn. It's number 301 in the gray books, Touch the Earth, Reach the Sky.
Touch the earth and reach the sky. Walk on shores while spirits fly high. Over the ocean, over the land. Our faith the quest to understand. Touch the earth and reach the sky. Children ask the reason why. In our lives the answers show, and by our love they learn to grow. Touch the earth and reach the sky. All are born and all shall die. Life's the time left in between to follow our star, to build a dream. Touch the earth and reach the sky. Hug the laughter, feel the cry. May we see where we can give, for this is what it means to live. Touch the earth and reach the sky. Soar with courage ever high. Spirits joining as we fly to touch the earth, to reach the sky. Thank you, everyone.
Going old school here, because I don't know if we've done this in a while, but I like the sort of time for meditation, we kind of take a breath. Some people pray, some people just, take the time to kind of center themselves. So I'm going to read something, and then we're going to sort of pause for a minute, and I'll bring you back with the gong, which I hope I can do without messing it up. I was practicing, so it should work. Now is the time, not tomorrow, not some more convenient season. It is today that our best work can be done, and not some future day or future year. It is today that we fit ourselves for the greater usefulness of tomorrow. Today is the seed time. Now are the hours of work, and tomorrow comes the harvest and the playtime. And now the after choir is going to sing us a song.
It's called Building Community. So just out the potential. Our church has been gathered for years, singing sweet songs into each other's ears, guided by reason, empowered by soul, seeking that spiritual goal. Building community, leaving a legacy, sharing what's found to be true. Building community, leaving a legacy, painting tomorrow's skies blue. Each year we answer the call, enriching the vision, a commitment from each and all, giving and sharing a faith serenade, building on the foundation our forebears laid. Building community, leaving a legacy, sharing what's found to be true. Building community, leaving a legacy, painting tomorrow's skies blue. Now we folks are gathering again. The beggars and grinners, the women, men, counting our blessings and passing them on, knowing it will continue when we all are gone. Building community, leaving a legacy, sharing what's found to be true. Building community, leaving a legacy, painting tomorrow's skies blue. We are building community, leaving a legacy, raising all boats in the tide. Building community, leaving a legacy, for children or for this pride.
Thank you very much. The after choir, which is 2/3 today because one of the members is home sick, and I hope he gets better soon. They'll be playing another song for us during our soup time, so something to look forward to. This says reflections, sort of scattered reflections. A lot of different things have been running through my brain lately, and I've linked them all together, and I hope it makes sense. We'll get out of here sooner and have soup. To start off with, I'm going to take you back to kind of a bleak time. We won't stay there long, so hang in there. I started a Days of the Pandemic journal in March 2020, and I've been rereading parts of it lately. Pretty grim, the early parts of that journal. March 15th, all visits to nursing homes are prohibited. March 22nd, all parks are closed. Oh, man. And of course, the really dark moment on April 20th, where the only way we could grieve the murders of 22 people was to put our porch lights on. Really, our world shrank. But people found a way to reach out beyond, our own walls. They sang from balconies. My neighbors talked to each other on the street corners, 6 feet apart, of course. Our church held its very first Zoom service on March 22nd. So we pulled that together pretty quick. We adapted and carried on. I learned how to cut my husband's hair, which I'm still doing, by the way. And we have continued to provide services via Zoom. And that's something I think we could build upon, but that's another topic for another day. I'm not getting down that rabbit hole today. Another thing that helped me through the pandemic is a yoga class on YouTube, because of course there were no classes, and it's called Yoga with Adrienne. I'm still doing it, and I highly recommend it, especially if you don't want to look foolish in front of all the really good yoga people. And in one of her sessions, Adrienne asked people to do the star pose. Very simple. It's like she wants you to take up space. Star pose. And while she's getting you to do this, she paraphrases a quote. And it's, "Who do you serve? You don't serve anyone by being small." So naturally, I looked it up. And it's actually from the inaugural speech of Nelson Mandela, part of which I'm going to read. And just a warning, he's Christian, right? Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We asked ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that it was within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we consciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I told you there were a lot of different things running through my brain at once, right? I actually almost put in a whole part on Saturn returning, which is an astrology thing, but I thought, no, I can't go. I don't understand it well enough to put it in. So it's something about meeting challenges every 27 or 30 years. But anyway, so what am I getting at? Well, we're not exactly in a dark period, but we are in what I'm calling an in-between period. We don't have a minister, not even a transitional one. We don't have a director of religious education, and let's face it, we're unlikely to hire one before we hire a minister. We have run an RE program with just volunteers before, and if we want to attract and keep families, something along those lines will have to be sorted out. Working on it. We're kind of treading water when it comes to the size of our congregation. We've had new people join, but our older members are passing. Even so, I firmly believe that this is not the time to shrink. Find your star pose. We can't let our fears or doubts hold us back. Our UU presence is needed in Halifax. Without it, there would be a gap in the Pride Parade, when we have a Pride Parade, and I'm sure we will again. There would be dozens of refugees who would not have found a safe haven. I mean, that's great news just this week. And there would be people right on the street, right next door, who would be without companionship on Saturday morning and have even less to eat. We are needed. It's not a time to shrink. Find your star pose. it's definitely time to fund the future. So I am head of the Canvas, so I am looking forward to a good pledge drive. I invite you to do your star poses with me. Thank you. Hymn number 145.
145. As tranquil streams. Stand or sit, whatever you feel comfortable with. As tranquil streams that meet and merge and flow as one to seek the sea, our kindred hearts and minds unite to build a church that shall be free. Free from the bonds that bind the mind to narrow thoughts and lifeless greed. Free from a social code that fails to serve the cause of human need. A freedom that reveals the past, but trusts the dawning future more, and bids the soul in search of truth adventure boldly and explore. Prophetic church, the future waits for liberating ministry. Go forward in the power of love, proclaim the truth that makes us free.
Are there any announcements? Besides the fact that we're going to have soup afterwards. No announcements? You have an announcement. I knew you would have an announcement.
Stand on tiptoe, no. Next week, there will be two, hopefully both very short, meetings after church. One will be the special meeting, which can only discuss the motion, the new motion, which I'll send out this afternoon, which is because we voted down Halifax Unitarians and we voted down Halifax UUs. And we thought there was a vague consensus in the room that maybe we might like Universal Unitarian Community of Halifax, so we'd still be UUCH everywhere. So we need to have that motion voted on at a special congregational meeting. So it shouldn't take that long because that's the only item on that meeting. And then the second thing that happens after church next week is a short meeting of the what we like to call the uncommittee to plan the bazaar on December the 2nd. Be there, be square.
I see no other announcements, so we will do the offertory. Now we're going to pledge afterwards, but you know, we're still.
offertory is going towards the pledge?
Well, the pledge is for next year. This is for this year. And also, if you have any contributions to the roof, that'd be great, since it costs more. Oh, we haven't,
This should just be for the church, general.
oh, yes, we don't have a separate, we have to get on the right, but we're not doing that this week, because apparently we don't have one this week. Okay. Oh, yes. If you don't have cash, or if you are watching on Zoom, you can contribute to the church via e-transfer, and it is
treasurer@uuch.ca.
treasurer at
UUCH.
uuch.ca. Perfect.
And one of these days it'll go to Malo.
Yes. Okay, extinguishing words. These are your extinguishing words. Take courage, friends. The way is often hard, the path is never clear, and the stakes are high. Take courage, for deep down there is another truth. You are not alone. Here together.
Yeah. Okay, so let's sing Here Together.
The closing version on the back.
Yeah, words are on the back. Sorry, a lot of things are going on. 2, 3. We have spent time together, and these holy moments give us strength to go down the winding road until we meet again. There we go. We have spent time together, and these holy moments give us strength to go down the winding road until we meet again. And my prayer for you is a peace that's true until we meet again. Thank you, everyone. You sound lovely today.
Yes. So Linda's going to go through the soup. The soup.
I'd like to ask a question.
Certainly.
Oh, sorry.
No, go right ahead. We'll see if my answer matches, or Pam's answer matches the question.
I was going to say, before we leave the room and before the monitor goes off, there's a lady up there on the screen. Her name is Claudia. Beautiful smile. I've never seen her again. Do we know Claudia? No? She's still. She's not moving.
It's a picture.
Yeah. Oh, that's why she keeps smiling.
And who's Helen?
Yeah, who's Helen?
I can't actually hear you very well unless you're right by the mic. So I heard my name, but I'm not quite sure what else was
We are
asked of me.
wondering if we know you.
I haven't been there in many, many years, so perhaps not. I don't know.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
And who's the other one you were asking about?
There's a Helen. I'm wondering if it's Helen Lofgren?
Or Helen McCann?
Anyway, welcome to everybody
Everybody.
on Zoom.
Zoom. Okay, are we ready? We are ready. So tradition of this congregation to to celebrate the kickoff of the canvas with lunch. I encourage you to think of it more as snack than Christmas dinner. Move through the line as quickly as you can, being thoughtful of those behind you. If you contributed to the table today by bringing soup, sandwiches, or sweets, please serve yourself.
We're the first round.
Yes, first round. Mhm. Come on, Paul, you count. I'm sure you stirred something. Oh, I'm sure you made it. Thank you, Judy.
segue back.